All right, dermatologists performed 12 million procedures in 2017, double what they did just 5 years ago in 2012.
All right, so joining us here around the table to talk about this, Dr. Sabrina Fabi with some of these most popular procedures. What are the ones that are most popular anyway in 2017?
Well, in 2017, the most popular skin cancer procedure was skin cancer treatment. And that's no surprise because what we've seen is an increase in melanoma by 30% since 2012. And so now we're starting to see the increase in rise of those treatments done specifically by dermatologists that are members of the American Society of Dermatologic Surgery. A close second were actually laser treatments for sunspots or some type of sun damage, which is surprising because you usually think it's a neuromodulator treatment like your Botox, Dysport, or Xeomin. But in fact, people are now seeking laser treatments to actually get rid of some of the sun damage that they've also had.
Okay, so that kind of leads into my next question, and you mentioned something that wasn't surprising to you, seeing all the skin cancer stuff, but are a lot of the procedures necessary, or are you seeing an equal amount of just more cosmetic, like someone just doesn't like the way they look and they want to fix it?
Yeah, so there was an increase about 20% since just last year in cosmetic procedures alone. So not skin cancer treatments, but just cosmetic procedures. And those include laser treatments because those are considered cosmetic if you're just treating like freckles and some type of brown spot or even blood vessels. But also your neuromodulator treatments like Botox, Dysport, as well as your injectable fillers. And I think the reason we're seeing such a rise is because there's also an increase in products as well as lasers and devices. So body contouring, for instance, 500,000 procedures done last year. Most of them were cryolipolysis or what people call cool sculpting. And that's also probably because of the increased awareness that these procedures exist.
And equal amount men and women, or, I mean, I know women probably is more, but are you seeing more men do it too?
Well, they report a 20% increase in men, but still it's about 12% men that are getting these things done and about 88% female. And I don't know, what do you think? I mean,
what do you think?
I don't know.
He's like, whoa.
You see, so it's still a little taboo.
You don't need any Botox, Andrew. You look fine just the way you are.
It's still a little taboo for men to think that this stuff is applicable to them. But I think more and more the thought is that one day it'll be just like going to the gym or eating healthy.
I want to ask you real quick about the melanoma number. It's jumping so high. 30% is a huge jump. The number of procedures doubling in 5 years seems like a huge jump too. And then talk about also the increase in sunspots. I mean, the first two, the melanoma and the sunspots, that seems to be linked in some way. Can you tell us what's contributing to such a big jump?
I think the increase in awareness, truthfully, you know, we have Melanoma Awareness Month in May. People know to kind of go to their dermatologist with the A, B, C, Ds, and E's. Now we have legislation passing because of this ASDSA, which is the Sun UK program, so that kids can now have the ability to apply sunblock when they're at school, when they're in camp, without the note of a physician, which in the past was not the case. This legislation is actually now passed in 12 different states. So we're seeing an increase in awareness overall. It's news segments like this where people are becoming more aware. People are coming in to see us through free screenings done in May. And so with that, there's an uptake in how much we're actually picking up and catching some of these melanomas, hopefully earlier than later, and that's probably what's contributing to the rise.
Did I understand you right that you just said that before kids needed a doctor's note to put on sunscreen?
Yes, absolutely. So there's a legislation called Sun UK, which has been what has increased. This is a legislation that's now passing in 12 different states. California has a reform version of the bill, and so basically it allows children the ability to apply their own sunblock at camp and at school without the prescription of a doctor.
Smart. Dr. Fabi, always great to have you around the table talking about something really important. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.